Man, you come straight out of a comic.
Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday, so you know what it is. We back straight out of a comic book, man. Of course, I'm your host.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Deuce?
I'm hearing a delay. Why am I hearing it again?
Wait, who ain't plugged in? Hold on.
Now
I'm not hearing it.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm tripping.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute now, because I started hearing it. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I hearing myself?
I'm tripping. It's my fault. Sorry about that.
It's all good, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Straight Out of a Comic Book. Of course, I am your host, Will Ferro. I got Deuce in the building, JP, aka the Geek Insider. We got the fellas from This That Type, Mr. Corey, Mr. ATO Worldwide, and another special guest in the building, Mr. Cal. You know him as the cosplay from Ed the Good Burger and a whole bunch of other things. And I also have to give you a public apology on this live. I'm not saying this is JP's fault, okay? I'm not saying this is his fault. But when he had called me, see, what had happened was he gave me a call about 15 minutes ago, and he was like, yo, he threw me off with the question he asked for. He was like, how many people can you have on StreamYard? And so my first thought was, who are you finna bring it to this damn thing? I don't know. I think you can have 10. And so, he was like, cool, because I'm going to my homeboy house. I'm like, oh, it's just one dude. Y'all can just be on the same camera. Like, why do you need to know how many? And he was like, oh, no, because he going to be on there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here's the link. And I'm like, all right, bet. You got the link. And he was like, yeah, it's my homie. And what I thought he said was Kale. And then it was like, okay, bet. And then he was like, all right, because who wouldn't want to have Ed from Good Burger on the show? I was like, yeah, bro, it's going to be a dope debate. Why wouldn't he want to join? Let's talk cartoons. So he hung up. Now, this is why I say I can't fully blame JP because, you know, the folks in my head upstairs, they be in the war room and they take the information they can get. So now, Cal got turned into Kale, and everybody unanimously thought Cal from Keenan and Kel was going to be on this episode. So much to the point that I ran out in 47-degree weather with no jacket, basketball shorts, and Crocs with no socks. And yes, all the water went through the Crocs just to buy a fucking orange soda for this occasion. I don't even drink orange soda. But I said Kel was going to be on here. And then when I got on, JP told me, no, yeah, my homie Cal, bro, he real cool. And I'm like, I also know him. And I'm like, yo, this was an episode of Keenan and Kel. Because I feel like Keenan, who told everybody, I called my friend and I was like, yo, I'm finna have Kel from Good Burger. He done told his kid is excited. And stuff like that. That's so cool. You know what it's like to get a teenager to say you cool? And my goofy ass sat here. It's like, yo, all of y'all in the gymnasium. Cal has walked up, and I'm looking at JP like, why? So, Cal, I am so sorry that I put you through that. You didn't go through nothing, but in this scenario, you didn't deserve that. And I'm so sorry.
I didn't even know any of that was going on. Okay.
A lot has happened in the last 8 minutes before we got on here.
So it sounds like we just got to get Kel on here for real.
Yeah. And all of y'all back. We're gonna have a whole episode of Geek Blast Me with all y'all and him.
Let's get it.
But just because of that, I don't drink soda. But because I screwed up like that, this is my first time drinking soda in 4 years.
Ooh,
and I'm gonna drink this because I bought it and I ran my ass out there, so I need to do it. So
yeah, especially with the Crocs with the holes in it, you got to honor it.
Crocs, bro.
All the water went through it. All the water went through it. My feet are freezing. My feet are freezing.
Hey, let's not talk about freezing. Knowing what.
Okay, Mr. Milwaukee. Okay, you're right. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you and your -1 weather conditions had it.
You ever notice how you can't even work cold around people from cold weather cities? Like you can't even get the work. Like I had ice in my drink. I don't want to hear nothing about ice.
Man, you cold-blooded, huh? Oh, okay. So you think it's cold? Gotcha.
You think
right.
it's good? See, I'm watching Frozen. Oh, you watching Frozen, huh?
And I'm living it. All right. I just seen a white girl running around screaming, "Let it go."
Oh shit. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching today, first of all, I appreciate that. And we have something big that we are doing here on Straight Out of a Comic Book, man. Like I said in the last episode, I want to get very more organized with these shows and stuff, have a little more structure for the guests to enjoy more and for the audience to enjoy more. And so this day is no different because we are kicking off a big debate that's so big it's going to take more than one episode. It's going to take more than the group that you see here today. But we are here to figure out, along with the audience watching, the 90s cartoon Mount Rushmore. Now, we all love the 90s. We all got our favorite cartoons that we've seen, we enjoy. We could talk about it for hours. But we need to know what cartoon character is the top Don Dada of 90s cartoons. And so everybody here has got their instructions, but I will explain it to the audience in case you haven't seen the description. So the way we will be basing these, it will be a character versus a character. So if you've seen versus, it's similar to those things. You will see two characters up, and the guests here today are going to decide which one of the characters will move into the next round based off of three criteria. One, the impact that the character had when it came out. Another one will be, did they push the needle for 90s cartoons? And then, of course, the third one is something that I love to always use because Clint Coley came up with this, and it is just a fantastic way to be able to really help settle debates is, can you tell the story? And so for this case, can you tell the story of 90s cartoon characters with or without this character? Like we all know, you can't tell the 90s cartoon era without The Simpsons. It's just fucking impossible. So it's just keep that in mind when it comes to these characters. And so the order that you see here is the order that we're going to go in. So we'll start off with Deuce's pick, Corey's, JP, Cal, and then we'll go to ATO because I'm sure he's going to find a loophole to try to say why this person should advance.
I already found one right now.
You see?
It's not really.
He ain't seen the screen yet.
I mean, The Simpsons is technically not a 90s cartoon.
Which one?
Sorry. No, I was saying The Simpsons technically.
So here's what we did.
Yeah.
We had to technically round it off because ATO is correct. Mm-hmm. Simpsons did come out in 1989, but because we rounded it off because it came later in the 1989, we rounded it off to include it because of the impact that it had. Another example of that would be Batman Beyond, because Batman Beyond technically came out in 1999. Yeah, but they consider it more of a 2000. So we are kind of giving just a little bit of leeway on a few of these because you can't not include The Simpsons with the 90s.
Yeah,
so just bear,
They carried through that decade more than anything.
Exactly. So, so we had to have a big hitter in here and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the screen. As y'all can see right here, here's our cover for today, 90s cartoons, Mount Rushmore. If you can, hit the like button on these videos. Thank you to everybody that's watching on YouTube, that's watching on Twitch. If you're watching right now, go tell your other friends. We know they ain't doing shit right now. It's cold outside. It's raining. Ain't nobody out. So go tell your friends, come join the debate, because don't get mad at us when you see this out and you be like, oh, who voted on this? Should have been here when we voted, you bald son of a bitch.
Also, in the comments, put what year y'all was born. I want to make sure I know who's responding and what year they was born. I need to know what area y'all from.
I was gonna say some of y'all not really. Some of y'all should not even have this conversation.
Right.
That was a very great observation. Much appreciated on that one. Yes. All right. So we about to start with our first one. All right. Now, fellas, do y'all have any questions before we begin?
Let's rock and roll.
All right, boy. I see y'all ready to debate these, man. All right, we finna get into our first one. Okay, we got a couple of 1982s. up in here. We got 1994. We got 1990.
Okay.
Got I was born in the 90s, which means you might not be because you would have gave us a year.
Yeah.
So I've never heard a 90s kid not give their year fully. Every 90s.
Let me clarify. Hers says I was born in 90, so she was born 1990.
1990.
You know what? My eyes and my ears are just. I'm old. I'm old. I'm so sorry, Trixie Pendant over there on Twitch.
I tried to tell you, bro.
I ain't got it. I just don't have it today. I don't even have a reason.
Hey, shout out to my guy Joe Dixon, born in 1979.
There we go.
We're gonna round it off to the 80s, right? You're gonna round 70 up. Okay.
89. Yep.
79. 1990. Thank you for clearing that up for me. 89. 86.
We got some
all right.
in the building.
Okay. We got some people that can give their opinion, man. We approve of this. All right. Okay, we got an 02.
Oh man.
You know that had to happen.
You definitely that Foster's Adventures kid. You definitely
right. Well, you ain't got no experience, boy. You ain't got no experience.
we still welcome your opinion because I don't know what big brothers or cousins you got that put you on game and stuff like that. So so we're gonna still get that to you. Now if somebody
they streaming too, so they
exactly. So we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into round one. Our first two. Daria versus Lisa Simpson. Now remember, fellas, the criteria of what we deciding this on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Deuce, I'm gonna go to you first. The first thing you're gonna let us know is who you're picking and why you're picking them based off of that, off of the criteria you've been given.
All right, so based off of my criteria, I gotta go with Daria. Now, the reason why I gotta go with Daria is I get it. The Simpsons is the juggernaut of the 90s. However, when you think of the Simpsons and you think of all the characters within it, Lisa is probably fourth, maybe fifth string in regards to it. And I feel like you can still tell the story about the Simpsons with little mention to Lisa. However, with Daria and what she was doing with over there on MTV, and just even with that teenage connection, because at that time I was in my teenage stage, in that preteen stage, Daria was really resonating with me in that world, connected with Beavis and Butthead and everything. So personally, I'm going Daria for this one.
Okay. All right. So Deuce has selected Daria out of the two. All right. So we're going over to Corey. Daria
You're
or
getting
Lisa
your first opposite side because Lisa Simpson is iconic. She got the saxophone playing throughout the shows. There's no way you could have the Simpsons family without the second oldest child and all of the dinner table meetups and the different stuff that they got rocking. So how you going to take the child completely out the show and then just expect the show to stay carrying itself when she has seasons and episodes that focus on her and how she feels about things? So Daria, yeah, she's cool. I've watched some of her stuff, but she's also that dry kind of, conversation and laid back style. I guarantee if we deleted her whole history, nobody would even miss her.
Ooh,
bars.
I can't disagree with that statement, bro.
Hey, can I want to add something. I know it's not my goal, but what he did right now. Shout out to my boy Deuce, because Deuce is brilliant. But what Corey just did right there, just that type of talk.
I agree. I go front. Corey came out the gate with it. I was like, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted, man.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Here we go. So we got one for Daria, one for Lisa Simpson. JP, you are up next.
Yeah,
insider.
I mean, no contest, Lisa. And I feel like we're gonna probably be in discussing this in kind of a similar fashion, given how it started, right? Like you can't tell the story of The Simpsons without Lisa. You can't. You can't appreciate Bart without the juxtaposition of Lisa, with them doing the goody two shoes bad boy thing. You don't even get to experience some of the most iconic episodes without Lisa. The Michael Jackson episode, that ain't nothing without nobody to sing to.
Yeah. Right.
Lisa, it's your birthday.
Even some of the more recent episodes, her and Lady Gaga, like, nah, you can't. There's no way. It's impossible. And with The Simpsons being the quintessential like blueprint for what would end up becoming its own genre of comedy, that sisterly outcast, without Lisa Simpson, you don't even get to Meg Griffin, bro.
All right, so hold on. I just got one rebuttal. I got one rebuttal I want to ask y'all, because so when I'm thinking about like telling the story, I'm thinking about like iconic teams. Like I'm thinking about like basketball teams, right? And stuff like that, right? So like when you tell the story of like the Miami Heat, that Miami Heat team and everything like that, right? To me, Lisa is like fucking like Ray Allen. I feel like you can still tell that Miami Heat story without fucking Ray Allen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bart,
no.
Hold on.
Let him go.
Bart is clearly LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Homer is D Wade. You feel me? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if we talking Chris Bosh in regards to it, I'm sorry. I'm giving more to Marge than Lisa. Like I got Lisa 4th, 5th, you know, at most. And I feel like if we're doing character versus character, if what y'all giving is y'all gonna give every character on The Simpsons the win off rip. And I feel like if we have to start eliminating and knocking people off, if we eliminated people and knocking people off, I feel like Lisa is the low bottom toe of the Simpsons family.
Okay, all right. So
So now here's the only part I'm gonna say on that. Would Miami have won the championship without Ray Allen knocking down that three?
I'm not saying that Lisa didn't play a part, but I'm saying you can remove it. You can remove.
But guess what? They can't have the Mount Rushmore without her being in there and knocking down Crutch parts, because otherwise they're not on the Mount Rushmore.
I can't. Here's the thing. I can't agree with that either. So I will jump in and say my pick, so that way I don't end it off on this one, and ATO get the final vote. I also am going with Daria because of that simple reason of what Deuce is saying. When I'm telling the whole story of 90s cartoons and I start talking about The Simpsons, she's not going to be one of the highlight episodes or characters that you mentioned. You will graze over Lisa Simpson, because Lisa is not better than Krusty. She's not better than Sideshow Bob. She's not better than Moe or Mr. Burns or the neighbor or him. So when you start telling all of these iconic episodes, you're going to talk about Bart, you'll talk about Homer, you'll talk about Marge, and you'll talk about all of these other characters before you even really get to Lisa. Outside of Daria, you know every white girl is Daria right now, walking around with them same glasses and that trench coat at Starbucks. So out of the two of these characters, I have to say that she had the bigger impact, even though Lisa was just a part of a show. And that she pushed the needle more, because how many girls are you seeing walking around playing saxophones?
Dude, I don't know, man. Like,
I got so much to say about the next person.
I mean, can y'all get to me already? Shit.
We're gonna go to Cal, man. What's your pick and why? I'm
gonna keep it very short and simple. When you look at these two pictures, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I just go, The Simpsons. My mind immediately goes there. So I'm definitely gonna give it to Lisa, because you know she's got her own meme with a little the board and the pointer. So
true.
Like, it wasn't even made for us.
Nope.
Exactly.
It wasn't. It
was made for white women born in 81. Come on, man.
But this is not black cartoon 90s cartoon. This is 90s cartoon across the board.
Yep.
No, I'm an age wise.
First of all, Lisa's not even white, bro. She's yellow.
I hate ATO, dog. I think get on my nerves.
It's like, if I just got to throw it out there,
she's lemon.
She's lemon.
So ATO is either going deadlock this joint, or you either going to blow it out the water.
All right, check it out. Daria, what is it? 5 seasons. The Simpsons, 6 seasons. Simpsons, very iconic. Lisa is the most recognizable character, even to kids that were born yesterday. Daria is more of the underground, not so mainstream, popular, but only the people that are into what we're into know how important she is because she's coming off of the heels of Beavis and Butthead, right? She got her own show. It was a popping. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed the negative theme song. That shit was negative as fuck. Nah, 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 nah. Right. Fire, right? Right. Now, as far as impact, right? I would say Lisa Simpson definitely has the most impactful presence as far as a 90s cartoon or a 90s show would go, but something that would stick to your brain as a person that is, we're from the underground, we come from a specific type of like mainstream, a specific type of media. It definitely would have to be Daria because Daria is more relatable to everybody that came up in the 90s and those emo ass kids that's popping right now. Daria, put it like this, Daria represents all those kids that like anime right now, all those kids that wear all that gothic emo shit, all those kids that go to Starbucks. It's like she's a realistic person. But and to your point, well, who the fuck playing the damn saxophone, bro? I'm just saying,
all right.
Like, no.
I'm getting that song right here.
But it makes sense though. Like, why would we pick?
It's not about
why would we pick Lisa Simpson? Because she's so reminiscent to Bart Simpson. Everybody wanted to be Bartman. Bart Simpson had a TV, had his own show. He had a dance. He had video games. He had clothes. He had.
You touched on what I wanted.
Come on, but that's what I'm saying. That's based on the commercial success of that character. But as an impact on us, we would go for the Darias, bro, because we were watching Liquid Television. We were watching Max. We were watching all those weird, obscure TV, Eon Flux and shit. That was where Daria came from. That's how we discovered her from Beavis and Butthead.
She is the Shane Battier of The Simpsons. And when he was on the Miami Heat.
I'm going to ask this question. If any other cartoon got made with a character like Daria, would it still have had the same impact? Yes, it would have.
Okay.
And number two, The Simpsons video game is iconic with the four main characters. If Lisa's not in there with her jump rope smacking stuff up, the game doesn't go off without a hitch. No way that's an even trade. Lisa
but did you play with her?
Did you play with her? Well, actually, yes. Loophole Martin. Actually, I mean, you're right. I mean, there were the four main characters: the mom, the dad, the brother, the sister, obviously. And what was the engine on? It was an Acclaim engine, and wasn't it off of the X-Men, the Heroes Unite engine? Is the same game? It's the same game, right? Okay, cool.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody watching a show called Lisa. But
we would have if it would have came out this
time. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't.
That's cap, and you know it.
Hey, hold on. Which one of y'all boys? Which one of y'all boys?
They got the same writers and producers. Yes, we would.
Okay, which one of y'all boys said?
Did we not do it with American Dad, Family Guy, and whatever?
They all flopped, and y'all
didn't do it with the Cleveland show.
That shit's super.
We did. I don't know about everybody else.
Look.
Wait. I want to say who was it? I know was it Deuce who said something about if it weren't for Lisa Simpson, we wouldn't get the Meg Griffin.
Yeah,
I didn't say that
at all. That was me.
Who said that? That was you. All right. Well, fun fact. Let's be clear. If it weren't for Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, we wouldn't have a Meg Griffin because we clearly know that Family Guy is a legit rip of Wait Till Your Father Gets Home that came out in 1975.
For sure, 100%.
I'm just saying.
You showing your age over there, boy. You watching the 1975
cartoon.
Almost in the black and white.
No. How I know about it is because back when Cartoon Network was developing, the Hanna-Barbera catalog used to show in the 90s, and we would watch all the 70s cartoons. And I did some research on Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, and then when Family Guy came out, I'm like, hold up.
You know, you were sitting on the couch with the little TV, and you had the magnifying glasses on, looking at that little screen, watching that 1970s cartoon.
I sure did.
Oh shit, we deadlocked it.
Okay. So ATL, who's your pick?
Daria. Stop playing with me.
Okay. All right. So we are actually split down the middle. We got 3 for Daria, 3 for Lisa Simpson.
So do we go to the crowd?
We have to go to the crowd. So everyone watch.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The crowd about to they
about to do. We don't know. We don't know.
Hey, we don't know. Let's hear it. Daria gang. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, Daria gang?
I got Daria. Hey, first one is Daria. We got a Daria. We got Lisa.
Landslide.
Y'all keep them coming, man. We got another Lisa.
1990 said Lisa. Hey, 90s. What's up in 90?
Come on, we need other people. Okay, Daria, it's tied right now. It's neck and neck.
Okay, it's still about to be tied up. Okay, we tied it up. Okay.
Love the thumbnail, by the way, Goonie Goo Goo. All right, we got 4 for Lisa. We got 4 for Lisa right now.
Give me 2 more Darias. Let's call it a day.
We got another Daria.
Hey,
yeah, we got another Daria. Ooh, what we doing, y'all? What we doing? Come on. Let's see. We got another Lisa. Lisa's pulling off. Lisa's pulling off.
How do I send out a link to tell people to come in to come join this, man?
Go grab the YouTube link.
Mm-hmm. Go grab the YouTube link.
I don't know when you shutting the polls down.
Man, it looked like man, Lisa might be the one that's about to take it, man.
Oh my God!
I ain't seen nobody else writing Daria, man. So as much as it hurts me, I'm gonna have to say, man, Lisa takes the win.
Goodbye.
Lisa takes the win, man.
Y'all
Adios, Miss
Yo, hey, man, hey, you know what? It sucks, but it's like, yo, when you on a winning team,
you're on the winning team.
Sometimes that gets you, yeah, man.
Doesn't matter if you're number 15th on the bench, you're on the winning team. You're still a role player that puts in some work.
Yep. So I can't. I'm sorry. I
rings count.
It happened. Yeah, the rings count, man. Ray Lewis played for 2 minutes and won a championship with the Heat.
Hey, Robert already got he got both hands full.
Right.
Didn't do nothing.
All right, so Google said Daria would beat Lisa down in a fight, though.
She showed the fuck wood, Goonie. She showed wood. Put them hands on.
Talk about all that.
You're like, that ain't the point. We ain't talking about that.
You gonna get dog walked. That's not even fair.
All right,
y'all being negative.
Man, I like this. Yeah, this is a debate I was hoping for, and I'm glad y'all coming right with it. All right, so here's our next one, and this is. Let me tell y'all, we about to start getting into the heavy hitters. All right. So just keep that in mind. So
that one.
Our next one. Spider-Man. From Spider-Man, the animated series.
Why would you? First of all, why? I'm gonna cuss word up right now. Why the fuck would you even do that, bro? Why couldn't you put him? Like you,
because y'all great debaters. Y'all great debaters, man.
You basically later round, bro. You basically pick a palette swap of the same guy, bro. Like Spider-Man. Oh my God.
So you can't just go off of facial. You can't go off of just.
No, I still got my.
I still
know who my pick is, but like
I know who my pick is. Yeah, you can't go off surface.
Y'all know who my pick is. Everybody know who my pick is.
Yeah. That's the problem. And ATO's not gonna stop talking about it. That's gonna be the problem. He's.
That's why we let him go first.
Pick right now.
That's why we let him go first.
Run it backwards.
Yeah, go ahead, ATO. You're first. Who is your pick out of these two?
Y'all ain't shit, bro. Fuck. All right, here we go. I mean, you already know who my pick is, so you know.
The crowd.
I love them both. I mean,
if you can say it for the crowd, though. If you say it for the people.
Wow. Bruce.
I don't see a Bruce up there real quick. See a Bruce up there.
All right, look, man, I pick animated series Batman, B-Taz, heavy. Just because I mean, fuck, man. Both shows were dramatic. They were both dramas for us, man. The writing was brilliant. The animation was awesome. Theme songs were amazing. They were both amazing, bro. But I have just a slight bias for Batman over 90s Spider-Man. I mean, even though, in my opinion, I think this version of any animated Spider-Man, he's the best. Like, that is the best version of any animated Spider-Man. It was the drama, the storytelling was there, man. That shit wasn't for kids. None of these shows were for kids, to be honest with you. They were not. Even Gargoyles, that was not for kids, bro.
Ooh, that was my shit.
Yeah, man. But honestly, I mean, the impact that they both had were tremendous on us. But more so for me, it was I have a deeper appreciation for the Batman because of when it came out and what the show displayed, and I just enjoyed that version of Batman. And also shout out to the, Bruce Timm and Dwayne McDuffie, those guys. They made you feel like you knew who this version of Batman was, because we all knew who Batman was growing up as kids. We see the dude with the bat suit on and whatever, but we got to know the actual character for how many seasons, even with the soft reboots with the New Adventures and Batman and Robin and Justice League Unlimited. Like, we got to know who Kevin Conroy's Bruce Wayne and Batman were. So I definitely go with Batman over this one.
That's hard to follow up.
Okay. I know, right?
Hey, and he didn't have no powers, nigga. What?
Money is a power, but we gonna get into that later.
Right. Hey, Blake Man did it.
Hey.
All right, okay. All right, Cal, man, you are up next. Oh, you know what? If you say it's hard to follow, I'll go next.
No, I can do it.
Okay, all right, you got it.
Camera, where my correlation? Like,
right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
He said it. Like, all of it. Like, if you really think about it, that 90s cartoon even pushed its way to now when they did Batman Arkham Knight. They redid his skin in that video game. So that just shows how much impact that show had. Is that, hey, it was so good, we bringing it to now. So now kids are like, oh, where'd this skin come from? It takes them back all the way back to that cartoon just to rewatch it so they can understand a little bit. So that just shows how much impact Batman has. So, my pick, Batman.
Okay. JP?
Yeah, man, this might be a landslide. You already know what it is. This show was 90s cartoons. Don't get me wrong. Spider-Man was an incredible show. It pisses me off that I even have to make this fucking decision this early in the game. Like, you hurt my feelings today, Will. But you can't deny how iconic Batman the Animated Series was. I learned shit about human psychology through that show.
Bro,
they had major criminal profiling in that show. Kevin Conroy's voice is so iconic that it not only transcended all those animated shows, but when it came time to make the games, they didn't want to talk to nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's so iconic that Mark Hamill now refuses to do Joker anymore because he will not do it with anyone other than Kevin Conroy, who he's done it with most of his career. You're talking about a show whose animation influenced other movies.
Yep.
Cooking.
What has done that really, other than like Akira, early Gundam? What cartoons are really making a splash like that to where they're getting shot for shot frame remakes in films that are not even connected to comic books?
Even creating let me jump in. A show, one of many shows today, but I think this was the first to create a character that didn't even have source material to become the biggest fucking character outside of the show in the source material. That is Harley Quinn. Stop fucking playing. And then they did it again with Terry McGinnis and Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis was not even a fucking real character. Now he is one of the most popular Batman. Come on, son, stop playing. Bro. It was Batman.
It's okay.
All right. Okay.
And who voiced old Bruce in that? Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
that's true.
His voice. I mean, bro, he's like, his voice is just.
I don't hear that voice and think anything else. Like if he did any other movie, there's no way.
Yeah,
like I can hear that on a subway platform, and I'd be like, Bruce.
Yeah,
that's true.
I became the night.
All right, Corey, you are up.
So,
Lisa Simpson.
I don't like that I have to go this route, but
snap.
Batman is for sure the absolute winner, clear cut, because his storyline is a lot better than the cartoons. Spider-Man, I feel like they rushed it, but the action is popping in Spider-Man, and I love all the different, characters that he fights and things like that. But Batman's storyline just keeps everything rocking. You know every character that's in Batman. Some characters are forgettable in Spider-Man, and there's nobody you forget when you watch Batman. Point blank. Batman has characters you're knowing every last one of them that he's going against. And the Joker is iconic. That's the yin to the yang. There's no other character that you could go against worse than that, in any universe. Who else is fighting somebody like that type of character?
Okay. All righty. I give you that. Deuce.
All right. So first off, I do want to give Spider-Man some bail. All right, because a couple of points was made, and I want to make sure we kind of make sure we know, because if we're going off of our criteria, the same thing as far as like that Spider-Man suit from the 90s, that's in Spider-Man 3 as well. You can unlock that, you can get that suit and everything like that. So like that same thing, like it was iconic, right? So now if I'm talking impacts, for me, when I'm talking about impact, because of Bruce and because of Peter, like both of their impact to me is level. We done seen Uncle Ben die as many times as we seen the Waynes die. So, you know what I'm saying? We tired of both of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that story, like an influence on pop culture. Spider-Man right now got the world by its ass. I mean, obviously we talk about the 90s. Like I said, Batman was that nigga, but you know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man definitely is somebody of that. So it's like, to me, that is even indispensable. To me, both these cartoons, you cannot tell the story of the 90s with, right? I can't give one to the other, right? So I got to put them on that same level. So now I'm getting down to the petty details on why I'm choosing Batman. Because I am definitely choosing Batman. But when you think about that intro song, Batman's intro song clears Spider-Man's intro song from the 90s. That is a clear sweep right there in regards to that. But also, again, kind of like what we was talking about, when we talk about episodes and we talk about characters, there were so many iconic actual episodes and moments in Batman, where in Spider-Man they had a few moments, but to me, like, Spider-Man is the overall that screams 90s, where Batman had episodes like where fucking, where some regular nigga killed Batman or supposedly killed Batman, and then our Joker losing his mind because of that. Or you got that or you got the episode of, you know what I'm saying, the Mr. Freeze episode where you really get into his motivation and everything, you know what I'm saying? Or like you said, you get so many Joker, bro, because I'm currently rewatching it and I'm seeing episodes that I'm like, yo, I forgot about this episode. Was like, but you're seeing Hamill at his best. And then the biggest thing is, in this cast in the 90s Batman, they had so many iconic voice actors within it. And I feel like if we're doing 1v1, there's way more iconic voice actors in Batman than there is in Spider-Man. So I am going with Batman.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it seems we got ourselves a like y'all said, almost unanimous decision, because I can't believe you fuckers are gonna sit here and disrespect Spider-Man like that. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go off of this. I almost want to get y'all like, I almost want to go like the true bando. Only one of ones know. If you watch Spider-Man in the 1994 car, like y'all really make me want to go there right now. First and foremost, storyline way better than Batman. Nigga, Peter Parker's life was the shit. This nigga was a nerd and then did not look like a nerd. This nigga looked like a Calvin Klein model. The man had hoes running all through his seasons. Felicia Hardy, Mary Jane, that other side bitch. Hold on. No. You're not gonna stop this. You're not gonna stop this. You ain't never seen a new episode get promoted, bro. When Spider-Man got that black symbiote suit,
that was hard.
Oh, now that was hard. That was hard.
I gotta give you that.
Shout out to Fox
I
Kids
gotta
for
give
that
you
one.
that.
That promo
They
was official.
promoted the shit out of that. You could not wait till that happened. Yo, Spider-Man got left on so many cliffhangers. You could not wait till next Saturday to see what it was. Not only that, we don't even know if MJ is dead or if she was a clone. This show did so many groundbreaking things. One, it broke fourth wall because the last episode, Spider-Man went to Stan Lee. Some shit that we love. The fourth wall, that was the first time we ever seen that. The multiverse, who did it? Batman or Spider-Man? I think Spider-Man, when he had every single version of him with him sitting there with Madam Web. We saw the multiversal war before Miles Morales did it. Not only that, the tragedy when this nigga became Man Spider and was growing tentacles, bro, Peter Parker's life was a roller coaster all the way through this. You want to talk about impact? How many video games was out? Let There Be Carnage, Separation Anxiety, Web of Fire. All of these are based off of that cartoon. Not only that, this was the blueprint to make the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, just like the X-Men show. They said because of this success, we are going to make these into live action. What did this Batman do? It gave us nipples with George Clooney. Okay, I know y'all like the I know you like the nostalgia of it because it's Batman and we rock with Batman. But if you think show-wise, this shit had you on the edge of your seat. And Deuce, you should sharpen some pencils and go fall on them for you telling me that 90s music was harder than Spider-Man. Yes. You are wilding, bro. That intro, the pictures themselves in the Batman thing, yes, it was dope. The music itself, bro. Spider-Man over. Come on, bro.
But wait. I got one rebuttal part. Because y'all keep on saying Spider-Man had hoes. Like Batman ain't had Vicky Vale, Talia al Ghul, Catwoman, motherfucking Poison Ivy, fucking who else he had? Bro, Batman was running through him, bro. There was one episode where Mr. Freeze was like, yo, hold on, bro. Like, I feel like you coming at my girl. Batman is known for having hoes nonstop. So there's no way that y'all
and them hoes be stealing from him, trying to cut him. Ones then poison him. This nigga hoes are not great. Spider-Man is trying to save him from his own fucking villains, man. My nigga Mary Jane, my nigga, do you remember when Mary Jane went trying to get that pussy up? He said, all right, bro, bet, I got you. That man smooth walked off and went over to Felicia Hardy. I ain't never seen Batman be slick in this show. Never.
If we ain't never seen hoes.
If we talk
Batman
is future. Hold on. Batman is future. Batman is future. And
you're right on that.
And Peter Parker is Nick Cannon.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Nigga, Batman drove a bitch so crazy it made Mask of the Phantasm. You had to spend a whole movie up because he made her crazy. That's Batman. All right. Now look, I already know I'm in a losing battle. I know I'm not finna win. We know Batman is the person that is going to the next round. But all I'm saying is let's not sit here and act like Spider-Man was not that guy that wasn't the iconic of iconics, especially for this show.
I would. Sorry, JP.
Let JP go. Because JP been trying to get one out.
So you can tell the story of the 90s with the Spider-Man cartoon over the Batman cartoon. That's what you really feel that, Will?
No, not that part. No, not that part.
I feel you, but you subjective as hell right now. Like that's not.
No. I'm literally on my other, on just my other two. I'm literally on just my other two.
Okay. You cooked over a campfire right now. You're not really.
No. That's what I said. I'm in a losing battle. No. I know where I get to pick my stuff.
Hey, did I see balloons?
Well, if it makes you.
Yeah, I was like,
So for some reason, Apple has a setup now where you make like gestures, it does it. So like if I had if I did the thumbs up, the thumb's supposed to come up. Like when you do different shit, emojis.
Oh, I thought I'm like, bro, I know I'm not that high.
if it makes you feel better, Will. Mark Hamill did voice the Hobgoblin.
He did
using his Joker voice.
But I will say the show was so dope. You didn't worry about the voice actors.
Oh,
That's how fly it was.
Well, first of all, what? Why you sound like a?
Now you okay?
That's just me though. You didn't like Cat Williams. You didn't worry about the
like
voice
Unity. Niggas sound like Unity from Rick and Morty. Nah, boy, wait, hold on.
I'm going with the other one. My voice didn't sound that feminine. I'm going with Cat Williams. My voice didn't sound.
Oh shit!
All right, so just because I'm did, excuse me, just because I said Spider-Man over Batman. Now you want to talk about AI?
But you know what though? It was fire. The Spider-Man theme song was dope because Joe Perry, Aerosmith, the guitar solo, and shout out to was it Avi Arad who did it or Shuki Levy? It was Shuki Levy, one of them. But
that's
Perry,
an ATO fact. I don't think everybody knows who did it, bro. That's one of them ATO facts.
Well, you motherfuckers need to learn how to read the screen, goddamn.
I'm just saying, you asking us, we looking at you. You are expert.
Yeah, we looking at you like, man, nigga, you tell us shit, nigga. We don't know.
The guitar solo was Joe Perry from Aerosmith, man.
It sure was. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think who wrote the composer was it was Shuki Levy or
right.
Avi Arad.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like to read.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do your knowledge of knowing that to try to make it seem like we don't read. Don't do that. Going on Wikipedia don't count as read. Okay.
Wait. Go, man behind the death pose. Hey, do it. Hey, how you do it, Will?
There you go. Look. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay.
And it pops up. Yeah. That is wild. All right, man. So Batman is making it to the next round. All right. So
he's not just making it; he's crushing it.
Facts.
Okay, it's just round one. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay, vote was very one-sided, but all right. So just because of that, if you thought that was hard, then wait until this next one.
It's about to be something blasphemous.
Stewie Griffin versus Squidward.
Yeah.
This could be the easy or super hard.
A smart baby versus an angry black dude. Let's do it.
All right.
I'm with it.
Deuce, you're up first.
Deuce.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, so my initial thought was the same reason why I picked Daria over Lisa. I was going to pick Stewie over Squidward. But I can't say that same thing for Squidward because Squidward is a huge part of that SpongeBob.
Boom.
And all right. So if I'm breaking down our criteria in regards to that, and I'm talking about impact, I'm only there because I feel like we're on the same level on it. But I feel like Stewie, if we're talking just character alone, not show, but character alone, Stewie's impact on the culture. And Stewie's impact just his sarcasm, his jokes, and just who he is and his one-liners hit a little bit more harder than Squidward. I'm going Stewie over Squidward.
Okay. I can get with that. Corey, you up next. Stewie or Squidward?
All right. So this one is my personal bias because I wasn't a big Family Guy guy. Okay. I watched it once in a blue here and there, things like that. And also, if we're going to play on this whole basically Avengers of characters, Family Guy has multiple characters that are standing out and doing their own thing. And SpongeBob has three main characters that you're going to watch all day long. And that's going to be SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick Star. If it's not those three, you're not as focused on them. Yes, the other characters are irrelevant and you care about them a lot, but Squidward was the main one that always hated everything that SpongeBob did was annoying to him. And he played an instrument like Lisa. He played a clarinet. So,
this really is Lisa. Yeah.
I'm seeing a trend here. I'm seeing a trend.
This is Lisa.
He's the Lisa of SpongeBob.
Okay.
And this man right here was my favorite one. I even nicknamed one of my people that I rock with Heavy. I won't name the person because they didn't like the nickname, but I used to call him Squidward. And that was one of my favorite things. And SpongeBob, what are you doing over there today? SpongeBob, I can't stand that you're outside. No contest. I'm taking Squidward.
Okay, all right. JP, you're up.
This is definitely difficult, but I mean, you look at the criteria to impact all that, it's got to be Stewie. Stewie got a chance to be a finalist. As far as iconic characters are concerned, will he make it that far with these death battles? I don't know, but like he got a chance to battle it out to the end. He's out of that show. Like, he was not a character that was intended to become the full highlight of that in the way that it did. And it became so crazy that he's been able to stand off full episodes by himself.
Yeah.
When they do their parodies, he always gets the most iconic characters. How does the dad in the family not get Darth Vader in the Star Wars parody? Because Stewie's the better character. Because Stewie's if you're talking about when they do the Simpsons crossover, him and Bart, right?
Hey, he cooking.
Cook, bro. Come on. He added the emotion. He added a level of emotional value that shouldn't have even been in a comedy like that. They should, you know what I mean? Like, he went through a whole identity crisis. It was well written because that character has been so developed over so long that we're so used to seeing him in such a way that by the time we got to that, it won an Emmy.
Ooh, hey,
I would agree with you. I would agree with you on all that. The part where I'll say it comes down to a decision that people would make. 80s baby versus 90s baby. I feel like 90s babies are going to take Stewie Griffin. I feel like 80s babies are going to relate more with the Squidward and the SpongeBob status. Is my thoughts.
Maybe. I mean, well, I was born 80. I was born 88. So like,
I was born 86.
So like,
I was born 87.
And I remember. I remember.
So y'all jumping me now. Okay.
I enjoy.
You said it. I'm just saying. You said it.
I got it. Y'all jumping me now. All right. I ain't gonna be taking this all day. Y'all ain't gonna be punking me when I'm 40 now.
I'm telling you now. All right, man. Cal, you're up. Stewie or Squidward?
That's a tough one for me, at least, because as you can see, I love me some Nickelodeon. Nick. I can see everyone can now relate to Squidward nowadays. I feel it. I understand it. But also Stewie, he's able to be himself and also show that vulnerable side that people forget that they have. Like, literally when him and Brian were in the vault and he was like, "What's in this case?" And it was the pew pew. And then he's like, I need you, Brian. I love you in the house. I'm like, whoa. Like, it shows some depth and character. And without that, what do you got in the show? So I'm giving it to Stewie.
Character has so much range.
All right, we got 3 for Stewie, 1 for Squidward. ATO, you were up.
This is gonna probably be the best answer and quickest. I choose Stewie just because I love Family Guy. Season 1, season 2 are the greatest, and I just don't fuck with SpongeBob. So that's that.
Honestly,
hey, like he said, greatness stands alone. I'll be one of one because Squidward is the truth.
Yeah, because you definitely on your own. Because I'm gonna pick a Stewie.
That tells me you guys a sense of humor.
No, and it's really just for this debate because with so many other characters that we're having come down out of the SpongeBob cast, would you really have Squidward above all the rest of them if it made Mount Rushmore based off of this list? No, but for Stewie, yes. Out of all of them and the rest of the characters, if he made it to the last round of this Mount Rushmore and he got put on top, you would not be upset about that because he represents Family Guy a lot more than Squidward represents SpongeBob. He's a great antagonist to SpongeBob, and that's what makes him a great character. But out of the two of them, if you gave both of them a show, Squidward is gonna need an ensemble of characters to react to his stuff. Stewie stands alone. Stewie has had episodes where he stands alone and doesn't need anybody else to hold a episode. Squidward, on the other hand, he's had a few. They're cool, but it's like, yo, he needs somebody in order for us to continue to like him. By himself, it just wouldn't be that. So I gotta go with Stewie.
And it's another thing too. What I do enjoy about Stewie, that you can tell that they rewrote the character in like seasons, because he was more of the diabolical James Bond villain-esque type character in the beginning, where he's trying to kill his mama the whole time. Yeah. But then they rewrote him and made him he's a duo with Brian, and he's like more of like the he's a more I guess the more recognizable character on the show. I think that happened after the movie. Was it called The History of Stewie, or I forgot what it was called when they had that movie.
It was a little bit before that. It was a little bit before that. Whichever one was the one where they gave Stewie to where he actually started respect. It was an episode where he respected Lois, and then that's when they started seeing him like change a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, what happened? Like he almost choked and she saves him or something. And
yeah. And then that's when you see the switch come. And then, like you said, that's when we started seeing more of like, oh, Stewie's actually really funny, not just this insane guy. Like it was just like it was like, for me, it was like, oh, y'all brought Mandark from Dexter's Lab back and made him a baby. And a psycho. I got y'all.
They did a good job, and I remember the show I used to just laugh my ass off. My mother was like, "What is so funny?" I'm like, "This show." And my mother was like, "I don't get it." And I'm like, "That's because you don't understand these jokes. Like this is stuff." Even all like the Speed Racer. Remember this? And I think it was the season 1 when they had it was like all the Speed Racer jokes. He was jumping out doing the over exaggerated anime stuff, or like, what was the movie Philadelphia? Tom Hanks. He goes, "I have AIDS." I'm like, "What?" Like, but it was just really bad jokes that were like in poor taste, but they were freaking hilarious. And that's why I feel like season 1 and season 2 executed that perfectly. And then moving into later seasons, obviously they had to I'm assuming that the show had to put a muzzle on some of the jokes, but for the most part, it was hilarious. It was great. It was brilliant. Great writing and from smart people, man.
Hey, Big Stu. Big Stu.
Indeed. All right, it's a 5-1 count. Stewie Griffin is moving on to next round. Okay, so now we're about to get into.
He's gonna probably pick like Goliath versus Sonic or something crazy.
Hey, listen, look. The list is the list. Okay, I can't help.
The guy that made the list.
The folks are hitters, and I can't deny that because they get paired up in the best way and stuff like that. Like, look, like Squidward and Stewie were supposed to be third bench characters, and look, they proved to be different.
That was a tough one. That was one hard. That was one of those ones. The more you thought about it, the more you was bouncing back and forth.
Oh yeah. So
I just found myself getting angry.
Well, you're probably gonna get angry at this next one then, because our next one is probably just as hard. And this battle is going to be between two foul-mouthed motherfuckers. Eric Cartman versus Fry from Futurama. I will go first on this one. I am going with Eric Cartman, of course, because out of all of them, most iconic, this is the person that I can see, like, this boy has been in sponsored advertisement with brands, the whole nine. The dude is basically carrying the show. Like, I picture him like the White Schrute from The Office. Like, that is your big body character personality that just has you go down the most craziest stuff, craziest episodes you could ever have.
Yeah.
Again, Fry, I like Fry, but like Fry is a great ensemble with a great ensemble. Standing by himself, I'm just kind of like, he's okay. And then also too, he'd probably be dead if it wasn't for them. So my pick, Eric Cartman.
All right. So I'm going Eric Cartman as well. And as much as I love Futurama and as much as I love Fry and that whole cast, everything that you said is the same. Is what I agree with. And also, if we're talking 90s cartoon, and if I had to choose like out of that wheelhouse, what goes and what stays, because it's from the same brainchild of the creator of The Simpsons, like The Simpsons is clearing Futurama for me still. So I just like we're talking about in that tongue-in-cheek cartoon, as far as with South Park and what's in their warehouse, South Park, if they're not number one, they're number two. So I'm going with Eric Cartman as well.
All right, Corey, what about yourself?
Same, my good sir. I only say this because I never really cared about Futurama too much. It was more like, I don't know, awkwardy kind of comedy to me. I'm very picky with certain comedy that I like. And South Park, I was like binging that when it first like got hot, and, you know, all the different things that were happening. And like he said, it's not one or two, you know, it's one or the other. But it had a lot of moments where things would happen in South Park, and those things would happen in real life at some time as well. You know what I mean? So that's where you can't really take Cartman out. And his voice is just iconic. The voice alone seals the deal for him versus Fry sounds more like, oh, hey, guys, and yeah, we're going to go here. Cartman's like, hey, yeah, guys, they killed Kelly. Like, you know what I mean? You got more vibe to the man than you got for Fry. I could skip seeing that guy with the big old bug eyes and the little pupils. Come on now.
You like my voice? You like
my voice? There you go. There you go. All right, JP, who you got?
Yeah, no contest, man. Cartman is another character that has the potential to be in the finals. And honestly, if I had to go him and Stewie, Cartman would win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that big of a deal. Like, that's the kind of character that Eric Cartman is.
Oh man,
you really gotta. The Mount Rushmore of 90s cartoons, envelope pushing, like there is nobody. There is nobody. There's not even really a show like I say, if they're not one or two, there's not a show that you could really compare to South Park in what it did for pushing the boundaries of comedy on regular television.
Yep.
All right. Vote. We're all kind of young enough. Anybody get in trouble for watching South Park as a kid?
Absolutely.
Anybody? I know one person. Shout out to Goonie. This is Goonie Goo Goo.
Yeah.
First of all, your auntie is a legend. So next time you see your auntie, just give her a high five because she was not tripping. Facts. Getting in trouble? No, I was damn near an adult when the show came out. Well, how old was I? Like,
yeah, I was a little older enough to be able to be okay.
I think I was like 12, 13 or something. 12,
yeah, I was a teenager, but they still weren't having it.
They still wasn't having it, bro.
No. You know what? No. I will. Yeah.
Bro,
I will say because they were too much. My mom just didn't like it being played. Now that I couldn't watch it, but she will say like, "Yo, I don't know."
Bro, I'm walking around the house.
My mom was watching it with me.
I'm walking around the house yelling, "Well,
I can see that.
cow, I'm the bitch, the big old bitch, the big fat bitch, and the biggest one." Like, yeah, I got in trouble.
Yeah,
you remember
the video game 64 was official. Did y'all trip when y'all found out how you can piss in the damn snowballs?
Yep.
You move the left D-pad, you piss in the snowball. Yeah, that was fire, bro.
I didn't have a 64. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah,
we had money.
No, it's not your bad. It's my dad bad. I guess he wanted to teach me a lesson because I saw it.
Job.
His high ass bought the fucking 64. I walk home, I see it in the fucking car, and I'm like, "Oh, you got me a 64." We're like, see, that's your problem. Always going look at shit ain't nobody supposed to look at. And then he returned it.
Oh wow!
I don't know what lesson he was trying to teach with that, but he never got it back, and I was just like,
"Well, that was your Christmas gift."
Don't feel bad. Yeah. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, bro. Because I had a whole stepdaddy.
Oh, I don't feel bad. That's how just the origin story of me and him as Batman and Lex Luthor started. Be like,
hey, as a sly kid, and this is what I did, and I tell parents this all the time. Watch out for this. Make sure y'all put y'all receipts away, because as I evolved, instead of looking for the presents, I would just look for the receipt, and that's how I knew everything I got for Christmas. So now it never spoiled. I didn't touch any of the package. I just looked for the receipt. So you know what I'm saying. As a parent, Make sure y'all put y'all receipts away because kids are smart these days, and they gonna find out what you're getting them if you're still trying to surprise them.
Mm-hmm.
You the reason my daddy returned that damn video game. That's right. That's what it is. You kids like you are the reason.
I need y'all to read the comment this Bushido Zay just left and
Hold on, let me hear because I know Corey was about to say something.
All right, cool.
I said this is the thing, you gotta hide your email passwords nowadays because I'm all digital receipts. So don't give the kids the email password. That's when you get good.
Yep. That's
hey, JP, quick question. It's been bugging me since we've been in this live.
What's up?
You're so why I look like you about to go into a flashback right now, bro?
Oh, you did the blur back?
You mean the blur in the back?
See the flash. You don't see the red and the yellow?
You about to go to a flag? About to go to a flashback?
See, I'm gonna let you know. See, I changed this. How I know you're not paying attention. I changed this in the middle of this, about 30 minutes in, and you ain't know the difference. No way.
Don't mind him, JP. He's still on the Fast and Furious set with the background and setup that he got. Nigga had Vin Diesel racing behind us the last time he was on there. I'm like, are you on set, sir? Like, I appreciate it.
All you heard was
somebody bust out randomly for Finn. I'm like, what the? Who's that?
It's about family, bro. Okay, it's not about going fast. It's family.
This is family. All right, man. Look, Cal, you're up, man. Who'd you pick?
Oh yeah, definitely Eric Cartman for this one.
You want the fake crib in the background? Welcome to my home, boys. Okay.
Hey, life is good, bro.
like how the Geek Insider money finally came in, man. Decided to do something for myself.
Looking like a crooked music producer.
All right, but Cal, you going with Eric Cartman?
Definitely Eric Cartman, because from a cosplay standpoint, you don't really see Fry out there. You see Bender.
Yeah.
You see Leela.
Yeah.
You don't see Fry. Yeah. Eric Cartman, you see this guy with the little bike. That's the first person that comes to mind. So when it comes to impact, Eric Cartman.
All right. No, I can't disagree with that. Yeah, I have never seen a Fry cosplay in my life.
Okay.
Dang.
You never will see one.
And I saw
never will.
So
weeks ago.
As much as I mean, it makes more sense. As much as I wanted to be, to say Fry,
here he goes.
I do have a theory that Matt Groening, being the time traveler that he is, he's giving us a glimpse of where he's really from in Futurama. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What does that have to do between these two characters? Which one is that?
I was trying to get my loophole on, man. You know what?
Cartman,
bro. Cartman.
Where's the loop? Yeah.
No, Cartman. Where's the loop? Nah, man, but we definitely gonna go with Cartman because I mean, just the impact that it had on me and my brothers growing up, bro. Like, the show. First of all, the show was crazy as hell. The video game dropped. It makes me think about them when I see the South Park game. And it's the most like we know the South Park theme song. We know the South Park characters, and you were absolutely right about the cosplay, Cal. We see Benders, we see Leelas, we even see Hermes and shit sometimes, man. So we never see Fry, and honestly, I think they really struggled really hard to make Futurama a thing because it does not have the same type of hit as The Simpsons at all. So, and it's a good show, but definitely South Park and Cartman. Most definitely.
All right. Yeah. It was unanimous, man. Eric Cartman is moving on to the next round in our Mount Rushmore. And we're going to keep this thing pushing. Now, this one, have a little consideration because this is our first group. So, of course, we have 90s cartoons that were duos and trios and groups, so we couldn't not have those. So these will count as one spot for this group. So just keep that in mind. It will be considered that the group is one spot on the Mount Rushmore if they continue to proceed on. So the next two we have Pinky and the Brain and the Powerpuff Girls.
Dang. Nah, not for me.
All right, well, Cal say that's easy. Cal says that's easy. So, Cal, we'll go with you first then.
Man, Powerpuff Girls all the way. Because once again, from cosplay standpoint, once again, you don't see Pinky and the Brain cosplays. You see Powerpuff Girls. You see fan films. You see so much about the Powerpuff Girls. Pinky and the Brain doesn't even come close when it comes to duos and trios.
What?
Like
there's a live action show coming out too, isn't there?
Oh no, they canceled that. They canceled
that didn't make it. That didn't make it.
It didn't make it. But when it's on the forefront of the brain, they're like, "What can we do?" What can we do?
Mm-hmm. And they brought it back too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna throw mine in there real quick too as well. Man, I'm going with Pop-Up Girls. Love Pinky and the Brain, but hey man, I'm sorry, bro. Characters, Mojo, JoJo, man, look. I don't mean to disturb nobody, but him. First time I knew about the LGBTQ.
Yep.
Am I lying?
Oh,
that was our first experience with that.
So you were happy about that? You were happy about that?
I was not happy about it, but I wanted to know, like, hey, this is I haven't seen this before. I didn't know where to be at with it. But then this motherfucker turned a little octopus stuffed animal into this giant one and was using it as a whole mind manipulation for Bubbles. I was like, you can't mess with him. The Amoeba Boys. The Rowdy Rough Boys. Like, man, look, Pinky and the Brain was dope, but it was just two rats that was too dumb to get out of the building and go explore the world.
Yep.
Wow.
It's like Jerry's albino cousins that just didn't know what to do.
Wow.
But it was cool. It was cool. It was like what? But again, Pinky and the Brain is like white niggas that's gonna make plans that they never did. Be like, I'm about to get it straight. I'm about to go get a job. When I get this job, I'm finna get this Cadillac sitting on rims. I'm finna get me like a 6-bedroom apartment. I'm finna have bitches in there. I'm finna have weed everywhere. What do we gotta do next, bro? Oh man, you see this? Hey, we're gonna try again tomorrow.
Try again tomorrow.
What you're saying is they're too relatable to your homies, so you don't want to rock with them. I got it.
There it is. Just sum it all up.
You did Pinky and the Brain. You just remixed a hood version.
Yeah, because there's two homeboys that they didn't know this.
Ain't get right. CGR.
That's what they were. They was Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain.
How we gonna get out the hood, Pookie? Well, first we gonna sling this rock real quick.
Pookie, what do we gotta do next?
I'm gonna drop a mix.
Once you get out, we're gonna try again.
All right, so we got 2 for Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna shoot it over to Deuce. Deuce, who you got?
All right, so as much as it pains me to say, I am going Powerpuff Girls as well because I love Pinky and the Brain.
The truth hurts.
I do love Pinky and the Brain, but if we're talking about 90s unfortunately, you can tell the story of the 90s without Pinky and the Brain. You cannot tell the story of 90s cartoons without Powerpuff Girls.
Theme song slaps.
It does, but it still loops into Animaniacs, and then they fall into that Animaniacs category. Because I didn't realize now a lot of folks didn't know Pinky and the Brain had their own show. Right. There's a lot of folks I did not know that they had their own show.
Okay.
Yep.
Came later.
What they do? 2 years of Animaniacs, and then they spun off for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
And then they canceled, and I think they brought it back. Yeah,
it was Fox. Fox Kids had it, and then when they did the readjustment with Snyder, they went to Kids WB and Pinky and the Brain got.
I was gonna say, don't touch on my point yet. I'm about to crush them with this part.
all right. So we got 3 Powerpuff Girls. Corey, you up next then.
All right, so I do love the Powerpuff Girls as well, but Pinky and the Brain was one of the dominant cartoons carrying the WB. Okay, they carried the network with Animaniacs. They was carrying it during that time. These cartoons were doing their thing. Pinky and the Brain had one-liners out of this world, talking to us as grown people, thinking about taking over the world, different things that you could just do. Powerpuff Girls were just cute, and it just was like, all glittery and bright. And it's crazy that all of us grown men actually like Powerpuff Girls. So I give them respect for that. But I'm like, I had a hamster that I named the Brain because of this, and I stole the hamster from the mall. Okay? So we stole the hamsters. Me and my cousin named them Pinky and the Brain. And I used my big puffer jacket and let the 2 hamsters crawl up in my jacket and carry them in the pocket until we got home. Our dads didn't even know we stole the hamsters, but we had 2 hamsters, Pinky and the Brain.
That was a whole that was one of their whole episodes on their show. Getting stuck in a jacket and then thrown back into the lab. That was a whole episode for them.
Smugglers Run, episode
That's
7.
the farm right there. You saying Pinky the Brain carried WB? We're talking about carrying the 90s. Carrying the 90s.
That's strong. That's strong. That's a strong statement.
Powerpuff Girls didn't carry the 90s. What?
Okay,
Where did
let
they
me.
carry?
Can I? Is it my turn yet? Because I'm gonna go right now.
Hold on. You wait. Powerpuff Girls did not carry any.
Could I go now, bro? Because I got
There was 100,000 shows on Cartoon Networks that was popping in the 90s. So no, they did not.
Wait.
All right, let me go ahead. Let me jump in this.
Hold on. I just want to hear JP real quick. Then you can go.
That's not.
That's blasphemy.
True.
You're going the wrong show.
First off, I'm pretty sure. What was it that carried? No. Pinky and the Brain didn't carry Kids WB because at that time Static Shock was carrying Kids WB through and through. Period.
Ooh, speak on it.
Period. There wasn't anybody. Period.
Hold on. ATL, let him finish.
Let him cook.
Secondly, despite being now look, I have an extreme bias when it comes to Pinky and the Brain because I was an Animaniacs fan, I was a Pinky and the Brain fan, and I was a Hysteria fan. I loved all 3 spinoffs from that production house. All of them. They're great. I still binge those. Still not better than the Powerpuff Girls. Still not holding the same weight as the Cartoon Network 8 p.m. lineup. No chance. Even the Saturday lineup when they first started, no chance. Cartoon Network had a couple of shows and they packaged them, but Powerpuff Girls is what you tuned in for, especially because they developed a story that boys could also get behind. Girls were they were the subject of the show, sure, but it was an action show that was so undeniable that I saw a grown men cosplaying the Rowdy Rough Boys last weekend.
Yep. Folks still walk around as
and that's just 3 niggas in t-shirts, bro.
3 niggas in t-shirts.
I give you that, but let me just feed off of this. This is gonna be my last point. We're gonna let ATL talk because he itching and burning. I can see him over there. All right, so let me just go 90s. Let me go 90s Cartoon Network. You had SWAT Cats, you had Powerpuff Girls, you had Dexter's Laboratory, you had Johnny Bravo, you had Ed, and Eddie, you had what? Boy, listen to what I'm saying. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Actually, it was on Cartoon Networks too. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and Scooby Doo. Where are you? So what did they carry?
Dude,
but
their entire daytime lineup, hour to hour, like that's not.
But then here's to also kind of shut that
carry
down.
the 90s.
But here's to shut that down and saying Pinky and the Brain carried them. During Kids WB, you had Batman Beyond, Static Shock, Shaolin Showdown, Freakazoid, Jackie Chan Adventure, Teen Titans. Yeah. You telling me Pinky and the Brain was bigger than Teen Titans? The one everybody liked.
The original first.
Hold on, Cal. Did he not say it carried the 90s?
I didn't say it was bigger than Teen Titans. Was the question you just asked?
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
I'm talking about in this versus movie, just these two. Which one?
Exactly.
I'm going Powerpuff.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
ATL, go ahead.
AKA Michael Scott over there. They started doing this shit.
Man, let's be clear, man. Fuck, man. Come on. All right, look. Let's be clear. Pinky and the Brain was a sub show on the main show on the Animaniacs on Fox Kids, right? Now, let's say Turner Broadcasting did purchase all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. They did that, right? But what saved Cartoon Network were the cartoons, those little shorts that they tested on us for 2 years until they before they got their own official syndicated TV shows. Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girl, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, blah 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 blah, right? Those shows are the shows that defined what the 90s were, because Fox Kids was dwindling Kids WB was rising. All those shows went over to Kids WB. That included Batman, because Batman was a show that was on Fox that was a Warner Brothers property. So when they split everything up, they took all the shares over to Kids WB. I'm getting super technical, my bad.
No, but you're right.
I was going to say,
you cooking. Keep going.
They took all the properties over to their respective areas, including Pokemon. Pokemon was supposed to be a part of Fox Kids and Jetix, but Kids WB was like, nah, we'll take that too. Took it and went it over there. So then Fox was like, I'm gonna one up your ass and I'm gonna do Digimon. That's when they got the digital monsters and all the Mon cartoons came out, Monster Ranchers, blah blah blah. But back to the point.
What's your answer? I was like, what's your answer?
Yes, what is the answer?
Man, come on. You know
Well,
what?
because again,
we
we over an hour. Yeah, we over an hour. We over an hour. So
clearly it's Pop-Up Girls just for the simple fact that it was the action and what we liked about it was mindless craziness with cute little fucking superhero girls fighting the monkey, and their Zordon was a dude in the lab coat or some shit. But I want to say I'd say Pop-Up Girls, and also just to be clear, I mean just to be fair, I didn't fuck with Animaniacs either. So
Buster.
Who this man?
Wow.
Yeah, close you on.
Wow.
Hey, but I'm dying because in the comments,
That's not like Bacardi. That's not Bacardi.
Denzel said stealing rodents is crazy. And hamster.
But Freakazoid was fire though.
Freakazoid was fire.
Right.
He was a drug addict.
Oh yeah,
he was a drug addict.
Freakazoid was fire though.
Freakazoid also had a slapping intro though.
Freakazoid. Nah, but you know what? Those cartoons did save a lot of cartoons. And SWAT catches on TBS first. Stop playing these.
All right, but it don't matter. What?
Thank you for clearing that up for us. So we are gonna start to catch up just a little bit because again, like I said, I know y'all got stuff to do. So we do want to get down to the final two. So we're gonna try to keep our decisions a little short on these next couple ones. So here is our next one, and this is out. I'm sorry, I apologize, but Hey Arnold versus Johnny Bravo.
Damn.
All right, no, this is easy. This easy for me.
This easy for me too, just because of the simple fact I know about the original Johnny Bravo and that this character was stolen. So I'm going with Hey Arnold. Just because I really just based off of one thing. That dude had the flyest room I've ever seen in my life. Like I am going to build that actual room in my house when I get there. That will be in my attic. So for me, Hey Arnold was the realest cartoon. It gave us adult things to do. Stoop Kid, the Pigeon Man, all of that stuff. It was one of the realest cartoons with real life situations. So I'm going with Hey Arnold. Deuces. What about yourself?
I'm going with Hey Arnold as well. As much as I rock with Johnny Bravo was a novelty cartoon. He like, you know what I'm saying? He was somebody that was like, oh shit, Johnny Bravo's on. I'll watch it. Hey Arnold was something where I was like, I want to go watch Hey Arnold. So it was just like, yeah, I'm going with Hey Arnold easily.
Yeah. Corey, what about yourself? Oh shit, hold on.
So let me say this. I love Johnny Bravo for the way he talks and the uh-huhs and all the stuff in his kind of like Elvis persona and swag. Yeah. But Hey Arnold's cast and characters and just his whole role is way more dominant. And then when Helga comes in there and calls him football head, and she just has this like insane infatuation with this dude, and they all just got these awkward faces and bodies and everything. It's just, you're watching more of that. Johnny Bravo has no other character that stands out but him in his show, so he can't be on the Mount Rushmore. A dominant leading role character is going to boost up his whole cast. Hey Arnold does that.
There you go. Can't argue that. JP, what you got?
For sure. Hey Arnold, no question. This was one of the first cartoons. Like I mean, growing up in the East Coast city, it was one of the first cartoons that I could look outside. Like it showed me some shit that I felt like I saw outside my window. Yeah. You know, I didn't really get that again until recess, and that was limited because of how it was set up, right? So, you know, when you talk about there was a stoop kid in my neighborhood, We had people, Pigeon Man and misunderstood folks who lived in the neighborhood, and like we had those hood urban stories and little legends that kids make up about people they don't quite understand. Like all of that, we was out running, before the street lights came on. So to have something that reflected all of that, that was one thing. And then you can't talk about Hey Arnold without talking about Gerald, and as a black teen growing up, seeing somebody that looked like me, reflected like me, had my hair cut. You know what I mean? Like, and wasn't necessarily pigeonholed by some of the black stuff I'd already become aware of on TV. Like, he was the man. So you're talking about representation, you're talking about culture, you're talking about lasting impact on the 90s. Cannot have the Mount Rushmore without Hey Arnold, period.
Yeah.
Big facts. Oh. Big facts. All right, Cal.
Hey.
No saying. Hey. No saying, right? No saying right there. You're like, you know what it is.
You already know what it is.
With Bravo, he's right here. He's right here on the arm. Like, he's barely visible.
But he's not,
Damn.
Look, think about it though.
Barely visible.
The double printed. That's how you know he wasn't important. They had the double printed.
Yep.
Wow.
Not even important.
Yeah, they put him on the seam.
He might make it, he might not.
He might not. We didn't even know we had the placement right there. All right, just go with it. All right, ATO, who you got?
Arnold, bro, for sure. Definitely Arnold. Hey, Arnold.
Yeah. All right, man. It's unanimous all the way, man. Johnny Bravo is getting the boot, and Hey Arnold is moving to the next episode, next round. Mm-hmm. All right, here are the two heavy hitters. These are the two last ones, just because I know we kind of pressed for time, so we'll definitely come back to continue this first bracket of 90s cartoon Rushmore. So I'll definitely bring all of y'all back again.
Definitely.
These last two.
Okay.
I want to apologize now because we usually do this on my streams, and I've been known to piss off a lot of people in these comments when they watch these, and I can just tell by how JP's blood pressure consistently keeps rising that I still got that effect. So here are we got two more groups. Here is the first of the last two.
Wait, what?
Nah,
Homer Simpson.
Wait, what?
Bro, no, do that.
Bro. Nah,
Gee, what?
We'll talk about my blood pressure.
Father versus son. Who was the bigger character?
When? But hold on. But when?
Oh.
But that's a question of when.
Right.
Because
oh my God.
You know what? I'll go. Let me just
Let me go.
Nah, check it out. It's a question of when, right? So when The Simpsons came out, shout out to Tracy Ullman, right? The little shorts, bow. When he became mainstream, it was all about Bart Simpson, and it was the Bartman dance, the games, blah 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 blah, right? Later on in life, in the 90s, Homer became the most popular character because he was a fucking idiot, and Bart hit the back burner heavy, and it was more. Now, even if you watch The Simpsons now, it's still Homer. Homer's still the most popular character on the show.
So who you picking?
Probably Homer, bro.
Okay. All right. So
all right.
Most definitely Homer. Because nobody's talking about Bartman eating Butterfingers, eating my shorts. Who the fuck? No one's doing that now. Nobody.
But again, too, that's the balance of that. And yeah. So I get what you said.
I was like, let Deuce get into it. He got a counterpoint. It sounds like.
Yeah. Go ahead, Deuce.
I do. All right. So what ATO is saying is 100% valid. However, and this is where I'm going off of, we're talking 90s and we're talking now, right? To me, Homer's run didn't hit until the late 90s, like 98, 99, because right around the time when Family Guy started coming out, then it was the conversation of who's dumber, Homer or Peter, right? And then that became that battle. And then from then, and like what ATO saying till now, it's been all Homer. So Homer has had the longest run. However, the 90s was purely dominated by Bart. From a skateboarder, like you said, Butterfingers, the cowabunga, the sayings. Because remember, eat my shorts. Because like I said, we was with the Turtles, and when you think about the 90s cartoons, it was the Ninja Turtles, it was Bart Simpson, do the Bartman. It was so much. And so because we're talking 90s, I gotta give it to Bart.
But to add, just to interject on that. Homer, I mean, even though you gave it to him, but what part of the 90s? Because halfway through the 90s, Homer took off.
I'm giving Homer a 2-year run at the end of the 90s. I'm saying from 90 to like 97, 98, it was all Bart. And because of that longer run in the 90s, Bart. But if we're talking Simpsons overall, I would definitely give it to Homer. But just for the 90s, I'm giving it to Bart.
Okay, then. Okay,
all right.
That's valid.
I'll throw mine out. I'm going with Bart, man. In the 90s, the only big thing that I know of from all of this, from one simple thing, so that way I can let y'all go. It's from one simple thing that hit all 3 points of pushing the needle, leaving the impact, and can you tell the story? When they had the TV Guide cover with Bill Cosby holding Bart Simpson in his hand, the guy who would literally said that this show should not go on had no choice but to pass the torch to this guy.
He did.
That is why I choose Bart over Homer. Because of that right there, that man ushered in being able to have this type of comedy come through cartoons. And everybody was looking at Bart. Video game wise, you could not wait to play as Bart, man. You could not wait to play the X-Men style of this. You could not wait to play as Bart. So, like, I agree with ATO about, like, later on, it switched over with the Duff beer, all of this stuff. But, man, for the 90s, Bart had everybody wanted to be Bart. So that's my decision. Corey, who you got?
I'm going Bart as well. And the reason why is because he was a kid. He was more relatable to what I was on, what type of time I was watching Simpsons, why I watched the show. I wasn't a Homer dad guy that has a belly and drinks beer and goes and hangs in the bar with Mo and the other homies over there. I was watching because of Bart and their verses. He's fighting the bullies at school. He's having to deal with all the regular stuff that we deal with. He's getting in trouble for being late to class, ditching all that stuff, writing his name and all the stuff that he won't do on the screen. That's why he's relatable to us. As we became adults, of course, now Homer doing the silly stuff locked us in and wanted us to watch more, and he has more memes and all of that. But Bart is the reason why we got into the show. That's my statement.
All right, Cal.
That was it. He beat me to it. I was like, yeah, there it is.
Yep, you got it.
We came for Bart
anyway.
And as we grew up, we stayed for Homer. And that's pretty much how it ended up being. So, Bart.
Yep. JP, who you got?
So, Bart for sure. I think it's important to note some of the timeline that we have here. I say Bart because we're forgetting about the overall battle of the dads, which was like both animated and live action. Because in the mid 90s, it was a push. It was all these different relatable TV dads that sat on their couch, you know, your Al Bundys and all that shit, sat on the couch, drank beer, talked about the old days, that kind of thing. They were always pushing that. It just wasn't working until the network started to get competitive. We all faded off of that, and that's how Bart rose as a prominent character. When Family Guy came back, the Battle of the Dads started all over again because now you have these two animated juggernauts, and then they had the balls to pair them next to each other on primetime television. So the writing shifts, and then, you know, Homer becomes the pivot point. But it has literally always been Bart's show. Even when you look at the opening credits for this show, it's centered around the chaos that Bart causes.
Solid point. Hey, Jamie, he be cooking, bro. Jamie be cooking like a motherfucker.
No, bro, it's chaos is pivotal to the show, and so like Homer is iconic. Don't get me wrong. Like you talk about TV dads, he's gonna come up. Period. But at the end of the day, only one person got me rocking this.
Come on,
there we
go.
On, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like that's just what it is.
All right, ATO. I know. I see it stewing, man. I see it stewing, man. What's up, man? I know you got a rebuttal for it, man.
Nah, man. I'm on the block.
Man.
But you, like I said, bro, you had a valid point.
He relates to the 40-year-old dad now. He doesn't go outside anywhere. He sits in the house and eats his food and does silly stuff.
And sometimes he be wanting to choke some kids, just like
see,
sit down somewhere.
Man,
there you go.
Hey man, well look, Bart is going to the next round, man. The son beats out the father, and hey, and not a bad battle to go off against, man. So we got one more, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap up in here. Like I said, I will bring y'all back so we can continue to get to the final two, but I don't want to hold y'all up all day and everything. So this last one, this can either be a very easy decision or this is going to be a very difficult decision. Two iconic characters, but very different perspectives based off of how you watch cartoons. And our final picks for the day: Dexter versus Bender. Judging JP's face, I guess this is hard. This is definitely difficult.
That's difficult.
Which Dexter though?
What is these? What you would do and these different Dexters?
Because they're different. They're very different.
Who? Which version?
Actually, cartoon Dexter is different from
it's
show
different
Dexter.
from show Dexter. They're very different.
Right.
I'm dead ass.
Wait, what's show Dexter? No. I'm asking. Like, I wasn't even.
Okay, so
I'm
this photo right here that you have, that's that's cartoon Dexter. Show Dexter is a completely different character design, and it's a completely different character. Yeah. They wrote him.
Oh, when they switched it up and they switched up the drawing styles.
And also the voice actress, when she played him, they gave him an entire different persona, even though it was the same persona.
Nah, this is the one.
That's the one right there. Yeah.
This is the one whose daddy was the muffin man selling cocaine. That's this Dexter. The mama who had the thick, that Dexter. We talking about that Dexter. Nobody else. All right, I can go first. Mine's very easy. It's Dexter, hands down. Like, it is just Dexter for me. Like, Bender get all my respect just because he was a great ensemble character. But like, yo, I had dreams of having an underground laboratory ever since I saw this. I could not wait. I was like, yo, y'all just don't understand. When I get money, I'm making all of this shit happen. Dog, when Dexter had a whole section that was closed off in his laboratory, that's how massive this shit was. This nigga had a whole part he forgot about. I can't even get into the rest. Like, that's I'm gonna let y'all know, man.
That's right.
Dexter was my shit. The Voltron episodes he had. And then the spinoffs. Not even the spinoffs, but the little in betweens. What was it with Val Howland?
The sub shows. Like the Avengers.
Yeah. Krug, all of them and stuff. Monkey, Dial M for Monkey.
Dial M for Monkey.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I had to do some research.
Help us. Yo, that was my shit, man. But all right. Who wants to go next?
I can go.
Ahead.
Oh, well, let's go. You go.
I missed
all right, so Bender out. I'm tossing him already because, like I said, Futurama never really just locked me in. I watched a few episodes here and there. Friends tried to get me into it. I just wasn't into it. Dexter. No questions. If it came on the TV channel, was not getting changed. Dee Dee coming in there tearing up stuff in the laboratory, I related to very well because I had a little sister. There was a love and hate relationship because she would always snitch on me about everything, always tearing up some stuff. And like you said, this man had every gadget in the world. He really was a 40-year-old man inside this little dude's body. Nice. But he had every gadget. He was the Bruce Wayne of kids, basically. But yeah, Dexter's the winner.
Nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Toy Man. That's Toy Man Jr. right there.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Toy Man too.
Deuce.
So
I know you said
I am going Dexter as well. So I think ATO brought this up about the shows that started on a What a Cartoon lineup, right? Right. That's like these shorts, right? They were shorts. Dexter outbeat, and this is look who they outbeat. Dexter outbeat the Powerpuff Girls right off the rip, right? It's like, okay, Powerpuff Girls, he outbeat Cow and Chicken. You know what I'm saying? As far as you know what I'm saying? And this is fan vote. He outbeat
You just
Courage
brought
the
me
Cowardly
back with
Dog.
that.
Yeah, he outbeat Courage the Cowardly Dog. Johnny Bravo. I mean, we already got him out here, but still, he outbeat them in the shorts. So it's like when you look at some of the top cartoons or the dope cartoons that came from them shorts that got transferred into, you know what I'm saying, an actual show. Dexter was goated, and so yeah, I got to go with Dexter off of that.
All right.
Yeah.
We got what 3 for Dexter right now, so we're gonna drop down at the bottom. JP, you up.
Dexter, no question. To look at these both, you got to look like I had to like separate them by like daytime cartoons and nighttime cartoons. And Futurama's not even the best nighttime cartoon that we could put on there. We've already discussed a couple others that'll beat that clear out the gate. And that's just how that is. But when you get to Dexter, you start to have to talk about who would have to go up against and stand on its own. And you could put that up against something on one of the best of Nickelodeon shows. You could put it up at one of the best of Kids WB shows, and it'll still stand there. It's another show that has a potential to make it at least to the damn finals. Definitely Dexter. You can't get more iconic than Dexter and Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Dee
And can somebody tell me what was that accent? Where did that accent come from?
He was supposed to he was imitating the German, like the German scientists.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah, the Nazi scientists.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. ATO, you up.
Oh, Dexter, all the way, brother.
Okay.
No, just no extra nothing, just Dexter, bro.
Okay.
Wow, we got him to be speechless on this one.
That was pure 90s premium content. Shout out to who said that? King Mike Hall said that in the comments. Yo, that's a fact though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
Cal didn't even need words. He just
Bruh.
he's like, you know what it is.
I have gotten into
Cal's sign language is impeccable.
That show.
All right, well, sorry about that, Bender. Bender gets the boot, and Dexter is moving on to the semifinals, which we will get into on another episode. As I said, we are past the 1 hour and 30. I know folks got to go and continue their Saturday, but we will have them back either on another live or we'll pre-record it and stuff just to get everybody's schedule situated. But this is just one of several episodes that we're about to start doing. We are going to figure out the Mount Rushmore for 90s cartoons. So, of course, you see these cats in the first set of the brackets for this tournament. There are 2 more. So I don't want y'all watching this thinking like, oh, how y'all forgot this person? No. We got all of those coming. We will find a definitive Mount Rushmore for 90s cartoons. And some of the ones you can even look forward to as a battle on the next episode with these. Eric Cartman versus Stewie Griffin.
Can we get SWAT cats in there?
It's on one of these. It's on one of these. So trust me, it will make. Hopefully, it can make its way to the finals and be a competitor for the top spot. But those are just one of the many characters that we are going to have on here that you're going to see on Straight Up a Comic Book till we get to the final 4 who will make it onto the mountaintop. But
the final countdown.
Are we gonna have a losers bracket too?
Huh?
Are we gonna have a losers bracket too?
I mean,
the worst.
We're trying to have us there for 10,000 hours.
Who's at the bottom? Yo, I don't think I've ever seen that of the worst. Who goes on the worst Mount Rushmore? That might be some shit we gotta do. Who was the ain't shit characters?
I just say I'm gonna let you guys know this as a Watch Mojo narrator. When you start doing worst countdowns, you get the most hateful comments because you're gonna find people who be like, "What? I love this show."
So we got to get folks who gonna take that slack. Be like, "No, I'm ready for all of it." So ATO will definitely have you back for that one. I know you be
Why? You know what, man? Y'all ain't gonna be calling to me, bro.
That boy be ready for all the smoke.
Listen, that whole Batman shit. I'm still pissed about the Batman. Batman was trash. He's not a superhero. All right, bet.
I mean, if we just being honest, the motherfucker is crazy. All right, this man is terrorizing an entire city.
2 things to be true: he can be crazy and still be dope.
I don't know, bro. All right, but if you look at it, what other scenario do you have a rich dude that's like, I see all these terrible things in the world, but how do I solve it? I'm gonna go beat up that nigga snatching purses. Like what?
And then I'm not gonna make sure the major villains stay locked up because then who am I gonna fight?
But hold on. I know we got to get out of here, but the same smoke y'all be giving Batman, y'all got to give Spider-Man, because Spider-Man be hitting regular niggas with sewer tops. Like he ain't killing niggas. Like bro, he be swinging sewer top and hitting it, bro.
Hey, ain't nobody told you be
way more people than we
ain't nobody told you be over there when Spider-Man be swinging. That man did not say. He did not say, and he ain't never said, "Hey man, listen, I didn't say I was perfect." Okay, Batman just be out here for no reason, and it's always night in Gotham.
He's the Dark Knight. What do you mean?
He gotta put
smog in the sky.
Bro,
he ain't the brightest bloody night.
He got to do his shit. What it was, Wayne Enterprises got to.
He ain't the crack of dawn night. He's the Dark Knight.
All I know is this: Spider-Man be fighting day and night, and he be fighting multiple people at the same time.
But Spider-Man also, Spider-Man also has.
I ain't even mad at it.
He got powers too, though.
Batman got power, white privilege. That's the great.
Spider-Man got power. Spider-Man be using his power on regular niggas. What does that say about Spider-Man? I'm a regular thief. I'm trying to steal, and he's hitting me with a fucking sewer top and stopping my car, throwing me like, bro, I'm just a regular thief. You got powers. You don't got to do all this.
No one told you to steal and not have powers. No one told you that. You saw what happened to Shocker, and then you gonna go try it? Like
I was about to say, hey, he lifted him up and was throw him off the balcony.
Hey, I'm like, you know what I'm about, and you still gonna steal, and then you didn't mean it, really? You didn't see the last nigga on YouTube got hit with a manhole cover?
I don't know what Shocker said. He goes, just go ahead and take me to jail. Peter goes,
Batman will grab you and then you didn't even do shit and then throw you off a building. I'm looking for the supplier. Oh, I just got off work. Why did you throw me off the building?
Spider-Man throw people off buildings? Spider-Man to throw you off a building and then web you to the building. Now you just sitting there hanging.
Yeah, how many people have died from the blood rushing to their head waiting for the cops to come?
I'm just saying, y'all gotta give Peter the same smoke.
Peter gets the same smoke.
Well, we can make a whole episode on this. We can go just Batman and Spider-Man on the whole episode.
And then just have ATO make that face the whole time.
Wow.
Right, he gonna be over there disappointed every time somebody says something against Batman.
Like you got two dudes.
Because you know he got superpowers. We're gonna get out of here, but you know he got superpowers. How the fuck does he hold all them lantern rings and not have powers?
Because he's thinking ahead, bro.
So you telling me because he's thinking ahead, he can take in cosmic forces and not have nothing? That's what you're telling me? You telling me that?
At minimum.
I do got to get about here, fellas.
He trained his mind and body with the. You know what? It don't matter. It's a comic book.
Look, we finna get up out of here, man. Before y'all go though, man, I always want to make sure that y'all let people know where to follow y'all, where to support y'all, so y'all can keep being the fantastic folks that y'all are. I know Deuce got to get out of here first because he is getting his studio situated. So please, Deuce, go ahead and let us know where they can follow you and find you. We'll then go with JP. We'll go with Cal, and then we'll go with Corey at ATO because I know we want them to make sure y'all get a chance to promote your show. So Deuces, you up.
All right, so look, man, y'all can follow me, Young_Deuces. That's DEUCES everywhere, man. Make sure you go to the Geek Set Podcast YouTube page. We just put out the 4th episode of our docu-series called Geeked. I am pretty much just telling you guys my journey into this blurred culture. I'm telling about the origins of Geek Set. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Griselda. I mean, shout out to not Griselda, another one, but no, shout out to Run the Jewels and Black Panther. That was one of the people that kind of inspired the start of it. I shared a clip on my Instagram about how when Black Panther first came out and all these podcasts and all these hip hop podcasts was talking about Black Panther, but nobody was highlighting the fact that the first Black Marvel superhero movie, the first Black Disney superhero movie that was coming out that at this large scale had Run the Jewels on that first commercial. To me, that's crazy. This what I'm saying, super dope, kind of underground hip hop group. But they're not, but it's like they're just like that was super dope. So I tell that, make sure you check that out. And like I said, once we get the studio back up and running, man, we're going to be doing a lot more dope stuff. We still rocking with Sway's Universe, and you can hear my voice on Watch Mojo, man. Make sure I'm the first Black narrator over there on Watch Mojo. So make sure when y'all hear my voice, y'all throw some eagles in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you.
Let's go.
Geek Insider, you are up.
Much appreciated. All right, y'all. I can be found on all platforms as The Geek Insider, all one word. Keep an eye out. We got a couple different things going on right now. I'm currently producing a podcast that just launched with WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi Fatu called Rikishi Off the Top. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere. We're also putting together a live show, a cosplay wrestling show that we're bringing to the market, as well as a full docu-series on the Bloodline or the Samoan Dynasty, depending on which era of wrestling you're familiar with, and we'll be dropping that later next year. So that's been my world as of late. I'll also be making my debut as a wrestler later next year. I've made my first in-ring debut for the anime Wrestleverse show at Anime Riverside, and we're going to be running that back. I'll be making my professional debut this fall. So stay tuned, y'all.
Go! Love how
I would say I'm proud of you, but I say that to you every day, nigga. By the time I talk to you,
why you can't say it today? Then? Why you can't say it today?
Cause I say it every day.
Yeah, but have you said it today?
So he'd rather give him a backhanded compliment right there. Like
no, that ain't backhanded. JP know the vibes.
Nah, we really do that back and forth.
Nah, but I'm proud of you, JP. Always, bro. Like you always going above and beyond. Fuck all y'all, bro. Like everybody that in here, all y'all always go above and beyond, man. For real. That's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Congrats, JP. Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Congrats, good sir. Cal, man. First time on here. Came in here like that. You didn't have to say much and still left a big ass impact, man. So just let them know though where can they follow you and where can they continue to support you so you can keep being your awesome self.
So pretty much all platforms. It's Good Burger Ed with the it's, and I just make content as the character Ed from Good Burger doing wacky, crazy adventures.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So y'all make sure y'all follow. All right. So I know Corey, ATO, I'm not sure how y'all want to set it up, but I know that, of course, y'all have y'all new podcast out. Told y'all I wanted to make sure y'all had a platform to be able to share y'all stuff. So I'm going to give the floor to the both of y'all, and y'all, stage is yours.
All right,
so go ahead. You run it.
No, go ahead, brother. You good. Go for it.
All right. So my ats are _K Good, and that's on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. You can find me at that at. Our podcast is called This That Type of Talk. We do a lot of pop culture, anime, all the things that you're interested in. You'll find bits and pieces of on our podcast, and we're loading up episodes right now to be able to deliver a lot of content to you guys. So stay tuned for the stuff that's coming, and you'll see a lot from us.
All right, y'all. So I'm ATO Worldwide. That is ATO on all social medias, ATO Worldwide everywhere. Also, like he said, This That Type of Talk is our podcast channel. As he said, we are loading up a lot of episodes. Actually, we're about to go hop into one right now after we leave from here. We'll appreciate all of the support. Give us drop us a follow. I follow back. I chat with y'all. Everything. It's all pop culture, music, hip hop, everything that you're interested in, everything that you love. We talk about it. We go to events. We do pop ups. We pull up. We bring people to us. Yeah, that's basically us, man. ATO Worldwide. The K Good _K Good. And
the _K Good. Yes.
Oh yeah. This that type of talk. So holla at us, man, and I appreciate y'all for having us. Appreciate you, Will. It's always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to have dope individuals on here. Like I said, we will get y'all back on here. Make sure that all of y'all schedules can line up for it. But we'll have y'all here either live or on the pre-recorded, just so we continue y'all bracket for the 90s cartoons. Like we said, make sure y'all go and support them, follow them, like, share, subscribe to their channels, man. Keep this thing going, man. Being in this entertainment world, especially with just how massive it is, your support, even if it's just that one like, counts way more than you know. So if you see any of these and you scrolling up, hey, just hit the heart. You ain't got to watch it and keep going. Hit the heart, hit the like, leave a comment, but just keep supporting. Y'all already know me, Will Ferrell. Follow me on Will Ferrell on my YouTube, on my Twitch. I am coming back on my Twitch. Had to get everything set up first, so I will be coming back with that. My wrestling show, Kayfabe, where we're gonna be talking wrestling as well, along with some other things on my Twitch channel. And then make sure you follow the Arcade Tokens YouTube channel and social media to watch shows like this. And of course, Geek Blasphemy. We will have all of these folks come on Geek Blasphemy as well to tell their blasphemous statements between comic book, television, anime, and movies, and just continue to support. So thank y'all for checking this out on this Saturday and spending these 2 hours with us. Appreciate everybody. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Fellas, stay on because we're going to hit the little thing for them to go off on the live and stuff. But we hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday. Be safe out there in this cold and this weather, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.
Yep.